Alas, alas, the international break is finally over and we got football back, good club football and Premier League football back. Hi guys, welcome to the All Balls podcast. Pew, pew. So, don't adjust your screens, don't scratch your heads and wonder where's Rahul Bale Gol. We got basically a new and improved version of him. He's an architect extraordinaire, a lover of women, and a drinker of beers. My man, Mamin.
Hi Carl, it's good to be here. I'm glad you all listened to your fans and got rid of that boring, annoying guy that is Rahul.
I mean, you look like a light version of him.
A better looking version.
Yeah, he went to Turkey and he did like some hair work and some lipo and stuff.
But I'm a little disappointed Rahul's not here, to be honest. Because I wanted to put him in his place. He's been getting a little too comfortable with his digs, with Liverpool. Anything he says will lead to a Liverpool insult, and that has nothing to do with Liverpool. Slowly chipping away at the club. And I basically wanted to come and remind him who the champions of England are.
Ooh.
Rahul, if you're watching, I know you're biting our nails and adjusting your t-shirt right now. But this is my show now. Okay?
Someone's making an omelette because it's getting a little extra salty in this room. So yeah, let's move on straight to our first game.
Straight to the Chelsea game.
Chelsea versus West Brom. What do you think of it? No injury updates. Chelsea are unbeaten in their last 7 Premier League meetings with West Brom.
I think it's a very important game for Chelsea. I think every game from here to the Champions League games, they're all very important for Chelsea because I don't think they're good enough to do the Premier League and the Champions League. So
you think they're going to have to make a choice?
Without a doubt. Because after Porto, they're going to not be able to do the top 4 and
I mean, if you ask me honestly, I still think Porto can be like a surprise package. I still think Porto's probably the happiest team in that Champions League. I mean, we shouldn't be talking Champions League, but I think they're the happier team getting Chelsea.
Without a doubt. But I think Chelsea will be focused in this game, and I think they're definitely going to
anyway, coming back to the current game though, like West Brom, the last time they played Chelsea, they took a 3-goal lead against Chelsea and then Chelsea had to hustle somehow or the other to make it a 3-3.
Correct, but that was a different Chelsea, different mindset. I think this Chelsea is too focused right now.
You think Tuchel has finally got them
Yeah, he's got them playing well for sure. Yeah. And I think Chelsea will do much better.
What do you think would be your score predictions?
I'm going to go West Brom.
But yeah, what would the score be though?
1-0 West Brom.
1-0 West Brom. You think
Callum Robinson? Sam Allardyce.
Yeah, well, they've only conceded 6 goals or 3 goals, I think, in their last 6 games. So, I mean, they've been keeping a watertight defense. So, I'd like to say also West Brom because, I mean, Timo Werner can't even score in a brothel right now. So, I'd probably give this one as a 1-1 draw. Our next match takes us to Ellen Road, Leeds versus Sheffield.
Yeah, and it's going to be a good game, but Sheffield can't really score.
I mean, they've scored 16 goals this season, the fewest in the division, and they're almost, I mean, we keep talking about it on the show, but they are all but relegated.
See, Sheffield can't score, Leeds can't defend.
Yeah.
Okay, and I think Bamford is definitely going to score, although I don't think Bamford is a good player. I think he's bang average, and he's just playing in a good team.
I mean, he's playing in a good team, but right now he's like the second highest scoring Englishman. But I mean, right after Harry Kane.
That's because that team plays well attacking.
Yeah, the team plays well attacking.
You can put anyone in that Leeds team now and they will score.
Yeah, but you also know that this team is also capable of eating a lot of goals as well. Like you don't know what Leeds turns up. Me and Rahul have discussed this, and I know I'm talking to you right now.
God, don't compare.
But but in all honesty, like I mean, there are times where Leeds turns up and they take a 5-goal lead, and there are times where Leeds will concede 5 goals.
Yeah, but you think Sheffield can score?
Stranger things have happened. And I know you're going to mention Netflix or something like that. Okay,
Netflix?
No, we're not talking to Rahul over here. Sorry.
Netflix?
But, no, because it's an old joke. You should watch our past episodes.
I'm not Rahul.
Yeah, but again, Leeds do have the upper hand in this game. I mean, they've scored 45 goals, which is like a record since Sunderland's 2000 team. Like the highest scoring promoted team.
I'm going to Leeds. No matter who Sheffield play, I'll go with the other team.
Also, Bamford, do you think he'll get on the score sheet?
Yeah, but again, that doesn't make him a good player. Average.
Doesn't make a good player.
Average player.
Maybe we'd like to ask the Leeds United fans who are watching at home if they think Patrick Bamford's good enough.
That's going to get a lot of comments saying average.
Average. Okay. We leave it up to you guys. One of our big matches over the weekend, Leicester City versus Manchester City. How do you see this one going?
It's going to be a good game.
You think so?
Yeah,
I think it's going to be a pretty high scoring
I think
game.
Brendan is doing a sick job.
Yeah.
I think he's a good manager, and I think it's going to be 2 good attacking teams playing.
Do you think Sergio Aguero would start this game?
I mean, now he's going to just have his farewell So he's definitely gonna play.
It's his farewell season, and I mean, I think the Manchester City hierarchy have already said that they want to immortalize him, as one of the greats of Manchester City, and
because they don't have many greats, right?
I mean, they don't. Let's call a spade a spade. Like, we're not being salty here.
10 years old.
But I mean, he has contributed. He's the highest goal scorer.
No, he's a legend without a doubt. Okay, and he needs that statue for that club just on that one goal.
Yeah.
But where is Yaya?
Where is Yaya? I would also say that as well. I'd also ask the Man City fans at home, like, how come Yaya Toure is not getting immortalized? I think he was more important to that squad than even Aguero. I mean, that whole team combined, I think.
That's the team that got them the title.
Yeah, I mean, that's great to know though, but we hope Sergio Aguero will start off in this game because I think it is towards the end of his
and I still think he's the best striker in the team.
He's still got a lot in him. He can still bang in at least like 20 to 20
without a doubt. I think
in a season.
Yeah, I don't know.
Any team that has him will be very grateful to have him. But now coming back to the Leicester team, Leicester beat City in the reverse fixture 5-2. And Jamie Vardy basically has scored like.
Now talking about legends.
Yeah, I mean that's another journeyman footballer and
he loves the big game. He's
a cult hero.
Yeah, he's got that banter in him.
Yeah.
He's definitely gonna have a say in this game if Leicester have to pick up any points.
Yeah, but do you think that they can be a winner in this game? Because City have won 14 of their away games in a row. That's like an English record.
I don't think they'll win. No.
You think?
I don't think Leicester's going to win. I think City are going to take it.
You think City are going to take it?
I think they're on another level right now.
Do you think it would be a tight match or it's just going to be free-flowing? Like, because again, both are very good attacking sides.
It'll be a good attacking game, but it won't be like a high-scoring game according to me.
You think so?
Yeah, I think it'll be like a 2-0, 2-1 kind of game.
I don't know. I'd probably say, I'd say 2-0, but I'd say also that knowing Leicester and knowing Vardy's habits in this game, like he has a habit of scoring.
Yeah, he's got a habit.
So I mean, even though Pep Guardiola has just conceded 8 away goals in his past this whole Premier League season. So that's a pretty good record as well. I can see probably Vardy adding a 9th to that. Like I can probably see him for sure. So
I'll never rule out Vardy scoring.
I'd probably say I see City. I also agree with Mohammed. I see City winning probably this game, but I would probably say it would be a tight one, like 2-1. Vardy also getting on the score sheet.
For sure.
Our next big game, Arsenal hosting Liverpool at the Emirates.
The champions of England.
The champions of England hosting those who are just probably 9th or 10th at the table. But here we are. So go on. Have your moment.
I mean, it's a big game for you all.
It's a big game for you.
For us, it's Arsenal. It's
Arsenal.
It's an average.
You do know that y'all have struggled to win at the Emirates since 2016.
Because we always come there when the season is done. Last year, you can't take last year into account. We were champions.
I'm not talking about last year. I'm talking about it's been what 5 years now. And to 2021.
Because we don't even consider it a big game. We just come half-hearted, do our thing, and we leave.
Yeah, but it's been 5 years, and we have a pretty decent record.
We're champions of England. Now what is the use of winning a game against us?
You can't just keep throwing that tag.
That's all I'm going to do.
No, it's
champions of England.
It took you 30 years. They were like, the 30-year wait. But all firstly turned out to be horrible champions.
How?
With the way Klopp has given so many stupid excuses whenever the team loses. I mean, like, what is he smoking? Can you at least explain as a Liverpool fan?
I mean, you need to
why is Klopp suddenly throwing?
Don't be vague. Be precise.
Okay? Don't be vague. The one game, I can't even remember the game, but I know he was interviewed. He was like, I don't understand why Manchester United is getting penalties, but we are not.
But all that was right.
But they weren't even playing Manchester United.
But he made a proper point as to why they were getting penalties.
So you're saying he's going to deflect the attention of
what
his team
all
did.
Good managers, see now you're not used to a good manager, right? So all good managers deflect the team's performance to themselves or other subjects.
Other subjects.
See, you're not used to it now. Maybe.
Yeah, I know. Maybe it's just a new era of football that's coming in. But anyway, getting back to the game. Lacazette, a big game player against Liverpool. He's probably going to break a lot of records.
Lacazette!
If he scores in his third consecutive, he's in good company. If he scores against Liverpool for the third consecutive game,
he's lucky.
He's the only person probably after Robert Perez. So
Perez is a good player. I'm not going to say anything bad about that guy.
Yeah.
But Lacazette.
What's wrong with Lacazette? Right now he's our best. He's our highest scorer.
That just shows how bad that team is.
What do you mean how bad that team is?
What position are we?
We're 9th or 10th, yeah.
Where are y'all? You're Arsenal, right?
Yeah, where are y'all?
A big team. Y'all should be 4th.
Okay, and where are y'all right now?
No, higher than 4th.
Y'all should be first.
4th.
No, but y'all should be first. Where are y'all?
We were there last year.
We were there last year.
Everyone injured.
Alright. So Liverpool have won 4 of their 5 matches in London. So they have a pretty decent track record, but it's only the Emirates where they struggle. So how do you see this game going?
I mean, I'm never going to not back Liverpool. So
Obviously.
It's going to be a 3-1 to Liverpool.
3-1. Who's going to score for Liverpool?
Salah hat-trick.
Salah hat-trick. Bold statement there. Who's going to score the 1 goal? What's going to be...
I mean, Lacazette.
Obviously, or maybe an own goal only also as well. Like, you wouldn't be surprised knowing our luck. For me, I guess as an Arsenal fan, I really hope that we can win, and we do have a good record. So I'm going to go for a 2-1 win against Liverpool.
Okay.
We shall see for the post. St. Mary's Stadium, Southampton versus Burnley, 14th versus 15th.
It's not going to be a great game.
What do you think? They're both kind of like negative football.
It depends. If Ings is playing, I think Southampton are a very good team. But he's so injury prone, so there's no telling whether he's going to play.
Alright, but do you think? But even it's against Sean Dyche's, long ball football, and just knock it over to Chris Wood and
correct.
See what happens.
It's that football versus like a team that likes to play on the ground.
Yeah, but it's also a team that has conceded a lot of goals. They've conceded 51 goals, which is like the second highest total in the division.
That's quite a bit actually.
Yeah, I mean it's sad. I mean, but they took 9 goals this season and they took 9 goals last season in a single game. So
yeah,
I mean,
but I think if Ings and Minamino are there, I think they're good. I think Minamino is a good player. I don't think he got a chance.
Not going to give Burnley a shot at all, like with the genius of Dwight McNeil and Chris Wood. Because I mean, Chris Wood, he has 6 PL goals, which have been worth 9 points to Burnley this season. And his highest was 12.
So you're saying Burnley?
I think Burnley is a bogey team. I mean, Sean Dyche always runs to
I know. They are a bogey team. Sadly.
They are a bogey team, but I mean, they are the team that is capable of pulling, an upset. Especially when the chips are down against them. When they know, like, okay, we're not the favorites, but let's just go out and.
I think I'm gonna say like a 1-1 draw.
1-1 draw.
Yeah.
I'd probably go with Burnley going 2-0. An uphill task at St James's Park as Newcastle host Tottenham.
I think it's a big club playing against this team that is trying really hard to be a big club.
I know, right? They got a toilet seat for a stadium, right? Which is kind of funny. But we just know what they all filled off. So
I would feel really bad if I was a Newcastle fan. I feel really bad for them.
They're going through a bad phase. I mean, they've lost 5 of their 6.
They're such a big club, and the problem is not with the team. It's with the hierarchy, and it's.
What is your insight? Do you think it's just Mike Ashley who's just being a spoilt billionaire who's just like throwing his toys out of the pram and doing?
Yeah, I think the club is all over the place.
But I mean, they also had that famous takeover from a Saudi consortium which never.
It was never happening. It was never happening.
But I mean, do you think that this is a club that can still sustain? And now they have an uphill task against a resurgent Tottenham, which is also looking to.
Tottenham are looking good.
Tottenham are looking good.
They have their phases where they look good and they still manage to lose.
Yeah. I mean, after all, they are Spurs. But yeah, again, coming back though, Tottenham do have their linchpin man, Harry Kane. He's been directly involved in 43 goals in 40 games in all comps. That is an eye-watering 27 goals and 16 assists.
That doesn't surprise me one bit.
And he's too short from his best. His personal best was...
Oh, I thought you were going to say he's too short.
No. He's just too short, 2 involvements short basically from his personal best. So
he's going to break that record.
To watch out for. Yeah, he's going to break it.
He might break it this game.
Yeah. And do you think Newcastle will actually give a fight at least because they seem more of a defensive unit? They have their defenders.
No, I think the team is lost. I think they might even get relegated.
You think so? We've discussed this in the past in other episodes as well that, Newcastle is kind of inching closer and closer. They are there, and if they keep this run going, they will be probably in that fight.
So, what's your prediction?
I'd probably say also, 3-0 to Spurs.
Harry Kane breaking the record?
I think Harry Kane will get a goal. He'll get a goal and assist. He will break that record, but I think it'll probably be a little bit of Son also getting involved as well. So,
Same.
Aston Villa hosting another team that's trying to fight their way out of the relegation zone, which is Fulham.
I think they get relegated.
You think they get relegated? Yeah. I think Fulham is one of the teams that might actually survive. I think they've got that resolve to survive.
Yeah?
I mean, look at them. They're unbeaten in their last 8 PL away games, the longest run in their top flight. So, I mean, they show, unlike Sheffield and West Brom, that there is room for improvement. There is hope. They're willing to fight for that position. They want to show that they can be amongst the elite.
So then I think this is going to be an interesting game.
I honestly think it'll be a free-flowing game. I think both have decently attacking sides. You have basically 11 of Villa's PL wins have been clean sheets. Only the 7-2 victory against Liverpool not to add any salt to any wounds or something, was the only one where
okay, moving on.
they conceded 2 goals.
We're talking about.
But I mean, Aston Villa have a fantastic goalkeeper also in their midst. He's the former Arsenal player as well. But with that aside,
This guy is praising former Arsenal players.
Hey, call a spade a spade. You don't praise former Liverpool players?
No, that is done.
I guess you guys are as salty as they come.
We have too many good players. Right?
Anyway, Ollie Watkins hasn't scored in any of his last 7 PL games, and he's had 17 shots on target and none.
But he just scored for England, so.
You think he can be on the score sheet for this game?
No.
No, really?
No, I don't think.
I mean, they do lack firepower. So I mean, what do you think it'll come from someone?
I think
like
Grealish needs to come back and save Villa.
Well, Grealish is a 50-50 chance. He is back in training. We're not sure how much of percentage is he fit. He can probably come off the bench. He would be a good bench option. I'm not sure whether he'll start.
He's a really good player.
But yeah, he is their talismanic player. He is the guy that kind of drives them forward. So do you think Aston Villa has a chance of taking this? Because I honestly think Fulham can get a result.
An upset?
Yeah, I think they can. Because they probably do have, I don't know what's the best way to explain it, but they have
resolve.
The lowest top scorer in the league, which is Bobby de Cordova-Reid. He's got 5 goals, but like he's their top scorer for them, but he's the lowest when it comes to the overall league. So there is still a fight though in this team. And
maybe he gets the 6th goal.
Yeah, you can see that Scott Parker's also galvanizing his team to try and survive.
It's the Blazer.
The relegation battle. Well, he's also a good-looking guy. I can't help it. Call a spade, man. But
leave it in the comments if you like the Blazer. Huh? I'm not a fan, but
sure. I mean, and give your comments if you have any female fans also as well. Like, what do you guys think about Scott Parker? Yeah, I mean, like he's probably. I mean, hey, but your manager did say also himself, like he's like, yeah, I mean, he's a good-looking manager. Klopp did say that as well. So. It's not like it mattered because they still.
Okay, this is a Blazer. It's just terrible. Its face and all must be good.
Yeah, I mean, you can fix your teeth and it also makes it look good. Like, I mean, look at.
Okay, it's going somewhere else. What is the prediction?
I would say honestly, I think Aston Villa are safe. They're 10th position.
They're playing for nothing.
They're playing for nothing, but of course they want to try and see if they can inch towards Europe. But they're always inconsistent like Leeds. I'll probably give this to Fulham because Fulham wants this more. So I would say probably a 1-0 to Fulham.
I think you've convinced me.
1-0 to Fulham. 1-0 to Fulham. While one of our lovely producers and colleagues goes to use the toilet to take a rather unprecedented number 2. Speaking of number 2, Manchester United are hosting Brighton. It's the theatre of dreams.
United. We're going to take a dump on United when Rahul is not here.
Pretty much. Like, I mean, now's our chance, so we might as well just enjoy it.
Now's our chance. We've had this chance for a good while now.
Yeah, but it is a second place United versus...
second place.
A Brighton that is inching closer towards the relegation.
You just said second place. Okay, and the way United fans talk about United being second is like they're 3 points off the top. They're 14 points off the top.
For them, second is second.
And the way they came out of the caves when they were top for a week.
Yeah, they came out, all of them came out of the woodwork, like top of the league, mate. Yeah,
the problem United fans now, they mistake progress with success right now.
Pretty much. That's a good point actually, yeah.
I only come up with good points, I don't know what is wrong.
Anyway, now coming back to Brighton again. Now Brighton's a team that's also flirting with the relegation zone as well, along with Newcastle. How do you see this game going? Because you know it's Man United at home. And as much as we want to take a dump on Man United, they do have a really good home record. And they have their spearhead, their talisman, Bruno Fernandes, who has scored 7 winning goals.
Besides Bruno,
yeah,
it's a team of Patrick Bamfords.
Pretty much?
Average.
Ooh,
Bang average.
Is that omelette ready? Is it ready? No, like, needs more salt? Acha, okay, it needs more salt.
Bang average.
Bang average. But again, like it's United. They're looking to keep 5 consecutive clean sheets for the first time since 2017. And in 2017, they were under the special one, Jose Mourinho.
The ex-special one.
The ex-special one. Well, right now they're under the special one, but not that special. We've been special more in a, like he needs help special.
Handicap.
Yeah, handicap special right now. Like, because I mean, he smiles when they lose. So he's like that meme, of that dog is sitting there in the burning house, like this is fine. You ever seen that meme? Yeah, that's OGS.
I don't think they're ever going to really win anything of significance
this season
with Ole.
With Ole, you think so?
Yeah.
But again, it's a team that's driven by Bruno Fernandes, so you gotta have to say that they are going to come out tops in this game. Like,
Bruno is class. He's a class act.
Bruno's class. Do you think a guy like Danny Welbeck coming back to his old club is going to come and haunt them? I mean, he has a habit of scoring against his ex-teams, albeit he's scored against Arsenal.
What a surprise! He's fit, that guy.
He is fit, but I think he just struggles to score half the time. Like in a way, it's like good that we got rid of him as dead wood. Like.
Yeah.
Now, Brighton are looking to win 3 consecutive PL games since October 2018, and as we mentioned, They are a team that's
I think they'll give them a
flirting.
fight. I think
they're going to give them a fight.
Yeah.
Because they have good players. I mean, you have the people, the likes of Trossard, you have the likes of Mope, who can make an impact.
Trossard scored a good goal.
Yeah, in the international friendlies as well. So it's going to be a pretty.
Rahul is biting his nails as we speak.
Rahul is probably like, no, I think he's not biting his nails. He's probably eating something from Andora's and drinking some coffee or something like that just to wash it down. Because then he'll come back and he'll tell us like, bro, this is what I had for my breakfast.
Oh God, he's going to come back next week and if they win, oh God.
Yeah, well, you're going to have to deal with him. You know, like we are going to talk about this, but we'll see for the post game.
But if they lose...
Oh, if they lose, I want to be the third person sitting here. I don't know how, Scott, you figure it out as well, but you make sure that there are 3 people sitting here. Get a third beanbag. I'll try and do something to sit in these cones if I have to. But
that's
if Man United lose, and if Welbeck scores against Man United,
it's a 3.
It's a 3. It's a 3-way. I mean, not that kind of a 3-way.
It's getting weird.
Yeah, it's getting weird. But anyway, predictions. Man United versus Brighton.
I don't want to predict Man United winning. Because that's not something I would ever do. So I'm going to say Brighton 2-1.
Brighton 2-1. Welbeck getting the winner.
Always.
I'll go the opposite way. I still think because it's Man United at home, even though I want to take a dump on them. But
spoke so much about them and then I'm going to
predict them. But again, if we got to be a little bit opposite, you know. So
okay, fair point.
I'll give.
I don't agree, but fair point.
And just so that I can do this show again with Rahul, who knows, like, so I'll say Man United 2-1. Carlo Ancelotti's men are going to be entertaining Roy Hodgson's men at Goodison Park. Everton versus Crystal Palace.
I think I'm still not over Carlo Ancelotti managing Everton.
Why? What's wrong? I mean, he's a good manager.
That's the thing. He's a great manager, and it's Everton.
Yeah, but he's gotten this Everton team to perform way above expectations. I mean, I've been saying it in the past that they are good enough to qualify for Europe, but gradually, of course, I do understand. Yeah, it's just the mindset needs to change. But they seem to be edging towards that. They just they're not consistent enough. I mean,
now their only trophy is finishing above Liverpool. That's all.
Yeah, I know. They have a game in hand and they get to go above their own neighbours. So, I mean, that would be quite an achievement, you know. Like, I mean, we have St. Tottenham's Day when Tottenham comes below us. So, I mean, there should be something for Everton going
It's never really happened, no? And it won't happen. So.
It won't happen. Well, he's very optimistic. But then now, coming back to Everton against Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace has a very, very basic away record. I mean, they have conceded a league high of 13 PL goals in the last 15 minutes. So they have a very leaky defense. And when you're going up against a guy like Richarlison who has scored 5 or 6 goals. Yeah, they're winning goals. Yeah, so
he's definitely in form.
And I mean, he's also a bit of a salty character after what went down between him and Thiago.
He's always been like that, you know. When you don't win trophies, you know, that's what happens.
You just pick on other things,
that's
you know. Like, I'm pretty sure
Thiago pick on winners.
Yeah, instead of Thiago replying, because he said Thiago never replied, he just deleted.
Why would Thiago reply to someone who's not won anything in his life?
No, I'm sure he must have replied, but he must have just given up a thumbs up because that's what Thiago's been doing all season, like just giving thumbs up wherever he goes. Like there's been no goals or assists from the guy, so I mean he can taste the thunder every time he does that. But I guess that's Thiago's style.
How has he gone into a Liverpool thing? We are talking about.
Okay, coming back. Sorry, we'll talk about the other Merseyside team now. Dominic Calvert-Lewin, another guy who's having a very good season right now.
Yeah, standout player this season.
14 goals. His best run in a single campaign. 6 of his 14 goals have been headers. Only Tim Cahill has more than him.
He's damn good in the air.
He is good in the air. He's a lanky guy also as well. So
you know, I think the goal he scored against Liverpool. I think the team knew the second he crossed the ball, it was
going to go behind the net. Like, so you know he's an aerial threat to a team like, especially a team that has a very leaky defense like Crystal Palace. So where do you see this? Well, I wish Roy, and for those who think that, I would say it's funny, but you should just Google Roy Hodgson and Owls. It's hilarious. Just Google it. It's hilarious. You'll just see the combinations. But anyway, Roy Hodgson has a lot on his plate right now. And do you think maybe a Zaha can be a game changer for this?
Zaha is a game changer, but I think Everton will have
the upper hand on this. Yeah. So
what about you?
I'd probably also give this to Everton because it's Everton at home. They have had
Everton at home
game, yeah. I mean, they've lost 7 of their 11 PL home games. That's not a really good record. But a team like Crystal Palace, which is not exactly either up or down, they're very basic. Correct. You know, they're just there to be.
So you're going with Palace?
No, I think I'll give it to Everton. I mean, it has to take an immense effort from Palace to beat Everton, but nothing can surprise me. But I'll give this one to Everton. I'll probably say 2-0 to Everton. Richarlison on the score sheet.
Oh, that guy.
A resurgent Wolves at the Molineux hosting West Ham United, another resurgent team.
I think Wolves are the team that has disappointed me the most this season. And they're playing West Ham, and I think West Ham are the team that has impressed me the most.
Of course, yeah. I mean, like, David Moyes has finally got this team working. Like, they've got them working hard.
Finally.
And I mean, the
Declan
second
Rice.
coming of Christ, Jesse Lingard.
And it's Easter.
Just in time for Easter. So, I mean, he has become their savior, the Lord and Savior so far. Like, he's just been performing.
Man, it's crazy how you can have
outright.
5 good games and everyone thinks you're Messi.
Yeah, but you know, the numbers are still great. I mean, he's averaging a goal for every asset every 88 minutes. Scoring 5, assisting 2 more in 617 minutes.
He's had a good 5 games.
Yeah, but I mean, if he can...
And he has a couple of good dance moves, dude.
But you think he can continue? I mean, he's continuing a really good run of form. And you're coming up against a team like Wolves where they are struggling to find firepower. You have people like Traore and Dendoncker
What
who have
happened to that guy?
Yeah, they take 24 and 27 shots respectively without scoring. And you still have the people like Fabio Silva and Jose, I think I forgot his name is, but the guy who they just acquired recently from Sociedad, who's still finding his feet.
I think next year maybe Wolves will be much better. But I think this year is...
I think
there are too many things that are not clicking for them this year.
Yeah, because I just think there's a lot of pressure on people like Traore and Dendoncker, and they are guys who they actually need to show those results. Like, they are big impact players. And as you said, like, Traore for me also, he's a really big impact player, but he's been nowhere this season. Not been his best compared to last season. You know, and
busy putting baby oil.
Probably. And on top of that, you have also the added pressure on a guy like Neto who's young. And he's probably their only outer.
He's going to leave. This is Neto's last year.
I'm pretty sure. And he probably might just go to Liverpool from what I know at least. Like,
I mean,
you took Jota. You might as well take Neto as well.
And what a buy.
Yeah, what a buy would be. Like, I mean, he's a great young prospect for Portugal. But again, Wolves have opened the scoring in just 7 PL games so far. With no side scoring the first goal in fewer games so far. So, what do you think this game might take you? Like, do you think West Ham have the upper hand?
I think West Ham definitely have an upper hand. But maybe Wolves could surprise you.
Wolves could surprise. I'd probably say that as well, but I think I'll give this as an away win to West Ham. For me, I just think with the form of Lingard and Wolves just have lost. Okay, they've lost.
I'm predicting Lingard getting injured. Getting injured.
No,
Wolves win.
Wolves win?
Yeah, Lingard injured.
I'll probably go with West Ham taking this 2-0.
He scores a goal, he does a dance, and that's it. That's all we see.
That's all you need though from a guy like Jesse Lingard. That's the form he's been on.
But they lose 2-1, nah?
No. They'll win 2-0. Well, that finally wraps up match week 30 pre-game looking. How do you think you did today, Mamin?
Like most things I do, I think I smashed it.
You think you did? You were confident?
Get used to this, guys.
Get used to this.
You're going to see a lot more of this and a lot less of Rahul's.
Soak it all in. Soak it all in.
It's getting weird.
Alright? You should cue some
soak it.
naughty music in the background. But again, I'd like to thank my colleague Mamin for joining in and filling in for Rahul. You will see Rahul come in accordingly, wherever available. And speaking of him smashing it, don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe and share as much as you can.
Pew, pew.
Peace.